All right, it's 10 o'clock. We'll call this meeting of the Jefferson County Water Authority to order. Roll call, please.
Terry Thomas,
Present.
Kevin Dennis,
Yes.
Greg Camp,
Here.
Matt Unrein, Jim Caston,
Present.
Mark Johnson.
All right, Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for that. We have our minutes from the regular board meeting of 10/21/21, pages 1 through 6. Would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve. And
Second.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, minutes are approved. The bills, total of $443,855.10. Any questions? Otherwise, a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Terry Thomas,
Yes.
Kevin Dennis,
Yes.
Greg Camp,
Aye.
Jim Caston,
Yes, ma'am.
All right, looks like we're good to go. The collector well update has been removed from old business because we do have the contract here to discuss, which we will be doing. Let me get our screen sharing going here. Everyone can see what we're looking at the same time. All right, there we go. Next item is the Rural Services Workers' Compensation Insurance. That's the membership agreement, pages 19. There's our membership agreement. 20 and 21. The membership fee is the $100. I would need a motion to approve the renewal.
So moved.
Second.
Sounds like a second there as well. Roll call, please.
Terry Thomas.
Yes.
Greg Camp,
Aye.
Kevin Dennis,
Yes.
Jim Caston.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Under new business, bid notice invitation and specs for the UPS upgrade. We have the bid notice there for you to look at. The invitation to bid, also the specs related to that. Jamie, anything that you wanted to add related to that?
Not necessarily with this. This is more of information that we actually got through Gray Bar, which so as far as that, we put it together. I also worked with an electrician to figure out exactly everything to make sure we were going to have plenty of power and within the specs as far as your hours worth of runtime. So with this one, of course, you just have the interruptible power supply, plus you also have 4 extra standalone battery stacks to give it that extra runtime for SCADA. But that was also this is whenever I was talking before, as far as whenever we were talking about lightning protection, this was one of the recommendations. So when we said we'll do it a piecemeal at a time, this is one of those examples.
Okay. So we would need a motion to allow Jamie to put this RFQ or RFP out for bid.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Go ahead and proceed. Safety bonus and holiday bonus. This is something we do annually. Personnel policy does allow for this to be done every year. It's $100. We gross this up actually to $108.28 to cover for taxes. So we would need, if we want to go ahead and do this, it would be either paid out on the 10th or the 23rd, depending on what the board would like to do.
I'll make a motion that we do the safety holiday bonus and pay it out on the 10th.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Terry Thomas,
Yes.
Kevin Dennis,
Yes.
Greg Camp,
Yes.
Jim Caston.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, moving right along. health insurance renewal. We have our quotes with Anthem. There was a 4.9% rate increase based on the employees. But however, comparing the old rate with the new rate, the net is only 2.76%. So it's an additional $5.29 a month, which is just unbelievable in the market that we're in these days. And I'm sure Jim can tell stories about that as well. So the recommendation here is to stay with the current plan and go with the renewal on the increase of 4.9%, and to authorize that increase at this time.
I'll make that motion to authorize the increase and renew with Anthem.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Terry Thomas.
Yes.
Kevin Dennis,
Yes.
Greg Camp,
Aye.
Jim Caston.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we are steaming right along. Next up, resolution 2022-33. Would the clerk please, well, actually, hang on. I need my cheat sheet. Would a director like to make a motion to introduce resolution number 2022-33 for
By
Introduce it.
title only.
by title only? Thank you, Jim.
I'll make a motion to introduce resolution 2022-33 by title only.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Clerk, please read the bill.
A resolution of the Jefferson County Water Authority of Festus, Missouri, authorizing the chairman to enter into and execute an agreement with Burns and McDonald Incorporated for owner and design builder construction services for the build and design of a horizontal collector well number 2, incorporating said agreement as a part of the resolution, prescribing the conditions thereto and establishing an effective date.
All right, Jeff Barnard is here from Burns and McDonald. If you all have any questions for Jeff, glad he was able to join us. Busy schedule, obviously. How did everyone do at state, by the way, this past weekend?
They did wonderful.
Okay.
So my junior finished with a time of 18:50, and she was 22nd. She was all state.
Okay,
And then just outside of it, she was 19:02.
okay.
That was 170 runners. I'm proud of them. They
All right.
really did it.
All right, so I know Coach Jim would be interested to know how they did time-wise. So Jim, they had some good times.
And where is his children run?
They run at Lafayette over in West County.
Yeah. Okay. Class 5 school. Yeah, those are good times.
Yeah, your boys team won the whole thing, didn't they?
Yes, yes. Tied the state record for the most wins, 13. We're going to break it next year.
All right, and I know the Festus boys won a state title as well, so congratulations to them. So,
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions in relation to the contract? I know this is something that Jeff and his team have been working on, Brian specifically, but Dana and the rest of the crew have put a lot of time into this. Jamie, Jim, and myself have spent a lot of time looking at design spec. But if anyone has any questions, good time to ask. Yeah. If there are no other questions, I would entertain a motion to adopt.
Make a motion to adopt resolution 2022-33.
Second.
All those in favor? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and do the roll call.
Terry Thomas,
Yes.
Kevin Dennis,
Yes.
Greg Camp,
Aye.
Jim Caston.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Put that one to bed. All right. Next up on the agenda is our reports. There you have your trial balance. Also, the cash activity, general ledger, revenue and expenditure report, the plant manager report. If anyone had any questions for Jamie, obviously he has on there information about the collector well, river levels. It's been up and down, but a little bit up.
Yeah, they've most definitely been up and down. So we just do what we can with what we get as far as out of the rivers. You know, we get a little bit more out of it. We go ahead and up the flow or down the flow. We make the plant work to what we need to in regards to that. But we get hope as far as the river's coming up, and then all of a sudden it'll get to a peak, and then
Down she goes again.
yep. So it's kind of a roller coaster fun. As far as that, I had mentioned before, lagoon discharge check valve, that'll be replaced here soon by the pump shop. I went ahead and ordered all the components ourselves because it was cheaper that way. And they're just going to do the labor install on that.
Okay, very good. If no one has any other questions or comments for Jamie, does anyone have any questions or comments in general?
I just got one.
No, sir.
Is there anything, because of the shortage of supplies and stuff around, is there anything that you need or would like to order something just to have it in case something breaks down? Or those parts?
I mean, sure, we'd like to have a few spare gearbox and motor for like the Slaker and the slurry tank. Both of those are sort of Euro drive. So lead time on that would be astronomical. That'd be something nice. I mean, to have on hand.
Terry had asked about lead time on certain items that would be good to have. It might not be a bad idea to take a look at maybe some critical parts, determine whether or not they're available. That even if we place the order now, we don't need them now,
Right.
but maybe we would need them by the time they show up. It
Right.
might be worthwhile getting some prices and seeing if that's something we want to order now.
Right. Well, luckily, as far as one of those type of items, the bid will come in December 2nd for the second low lift pump. So we'll be
Okay.
good as far as that.
Okay.
I do keep a certain stock of nuts, bolts, pipe fitting, stuff like that. So also the new lime slurry pumps have been shipped in finally,
Mhm.
and that was a bad lead time, but I'll probably, after those go in, I'll start ordering spare parts to keep those on hand as well for those. We try and do that periodically throughout the year to just see what we have in our budget. And we'll buy little spare parts here and there for different things just to keep on hand. But as far as that, yeah, those are definitely two items that would be good to have because they're, yeah, the lead times on them are horrible. Now, could I probably emergency have one possibly rebuilt, but who knows what the spare parts for the rebuild parts. So
Sure.
That's what I was thinking about, just having something that takes a while to get. And I don't know how some of these pump shops work, that if we had something in case it did, I'd rather have it and not use it than need it and
not
not have
have it. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, very good. Anything else? If not, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion. Second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Good job, Greg. 14-minute meeting.